now. Hold on a second. I gotta do a thing. Boom. There we go. That should work. There we go. Hello, one and all in one. Sure. Yeah, I'd watch us. That was... Hi, Lurg. Say hi to your sister for me. Anyhow, welcome back, guys. Absolutely. Which is good because there's a lot to talk about. And yeah, as you said, anything can happen, and it's all kind of up to you guys as to where this goes. So, oh, Ray Rick says you're silent. You're muted, I guess.
And now I'm talking as I. What did it? Don't worry, I said nothing important except hi.
And look at all the things and the excitement and where this can go.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for summarising. As I was. Thanks, Ray. Always there for us. Yes, it's exciting because every universe, as you can tell from the thumbnail, it's cool because superheroes is totally fair. It already wasn't looked at last time. I take it a sci-fi, a Marvel's film more sci-fi than Lord of the Rings film. So, count that. So yeah, see where people think. Although it's kind of fun, I guess you could keep doing for Batmans. It's like, 9 Batmans in, just haven't done every Batman. It's like, yep, there's a lot of Batmans.
Well, you could rank every one of them because they're different.
That's what I mean. Like, it's a justifiable, thing to do.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. But how do people play this game, Stuart?
Well, you super chat in a $5 super chat. You put in anybody if you want from the sci-fi realm, and we will, of course, talk about it and rank them. And if you guys are really passionate about one that we put on the list and don't really agree with us, you can bump them up as well. Bump up or down one tier with a $5 super chat. So pretty simple rules, honestly. Rules is, I don't want to say rules. Just, rules seems a little harsh, but
guidelines.
Yes.
Or structure.
Instructions. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was so fun last time with the pure variety. Just, you almost forget how much quality content there is. To kind of show you like, damn, that's a good character. Damn, that's a good character. It's a yeah.
Yeah. And Mellow Canuck, yes, we count superheroes as sci-fi, sure.
We will for this one, as in we had a beautiful layer of the first one. So yeah.
Yeah.
I will start sharing.
All right. Ray, we'll get to yours in a second, but yes, 17 viewers, 15 likes. That is awesome. Hit that like button, everybody. Let's try to get those likes up to 20 at least. It's very doable, I'm sure. And we want to hear from you guys. So super chat in, as we said. We want to rank your choices, judge you, as it were. So super chat in. It does help the channel, helps us immensely. There's also a link down below, or a button that says join. Click that. Look at the options for joining the channel, or you can head over to Patreon/Trekyards as well. That is another way to do it. So lots of ways to help out the channel and support us on a monthly basis or otherwise. There are links down below as well to the Teespring and the TeePublic store, and go check those out. Get some Trekyards merch. Love to see you guys wearing it at Vegas. We will be at Vegas this year, so would like to run into a few Trekyard shirts wandering around. That'd be great. Anyway, so yes, we will get right into this and have some fun, hopefully. So glad you guys could join us, and yeah, this should be a good time.
And what I love about these is that you're forced to think around the box. You know,
Mm.
there were some characters I remember last time we said, "Oh, those are amazing," and it's like they are, but
Yeah.
but in contrast, oh, is it?
Well, the first one we got up is Ray Ricks, 5 pounds. Roy Batty from Blade Runner. We'll get on that right away.
What's that not?
I guess we're having some technical difficulties. Stand by.
I already set it up and then it's unset up, which is odd.
How dare it not
Yeah,
listen to
I know.
you? Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
I guess it's maybe I won't. Okay, but I think maybe it. Alright, well, if I can't add people, it's somewhat. What if I can do it in incognito?
Ozzy says he's 60 today. Well, happy birthday, Ozzy.
Oh my goodness.
That's a milestone one. That's awesome.
Very happy birthday to you. Guys, Ozzy's a absolute Trekyards royalty and legend, so please, everybody, happy to the birthday for the Aussie. That's a good birthday. I hope there's special plans. There's a special birthday number.
Absolutely.
Gosh.
I'm glad you could join us on your birthday.
Yes, that's very nice of you. All things considered. All right, I've got that loaded back up. So that is our current list. A lot of people, a lot of things. So yeah, rank up some super chats, and I will be getting them inside the chat window. And of course, guys, the Prodigy content I'm doing starts on Saturday. So everybody, hopefully, jump in on that and watch and share and be part of the vibe on that, because we do really want that to be a big thing. This is Prodigy Reckoning, the content, the episodic story. Join us for that on Saturday. The journey starts. It's going to be a long road and it's going to be a lot of stuff.
Which is awesome. Because we need more Prodigy in our lives, because Prodigy is great. Did you see Aaron Walke shared the Rotten Tomatoes scores?
I did.
The critics was 100%. Audience score was 95. Like, that's amazing.
Yep.
So, send him congratulations if you have him on social media.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. Or just share that as an excuse to share something. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think there's only 5 critics, but they had quite a lot of fans. And yeah, hell of a good start. It's interesting how long it takes to review it and such, but I mean, not many shows get even in the 90s, let's be honest.
Oh yeah, exactly. Mellow Connect says, where is Gaius Baltar or Colicos Baltar? Oh, the original one. He's not on here yet.
Yeah, we don't control who appears. That is on you find people.
But the new Baltar is an S tier, so
we had a really good debate about that, because we debate. We don't just decide. We have a whole debate. But we've got 3 people in the lineup. So if you want to bring the first contender, I will also do a poll.
Well, yeah, Ray Ricks, Roy Batty from Blade Runner. I haven't watched Blade Runner in a long time, but as far as villain goes, I think he is absolutely great. I was never the biggest fan of Blade Runner, honestly. I find it a little boring. There's a lot of worlds building, like visuals in it, and that's not really for me. So I find it a very slow movie. I should go back and revisit it, because it does have a fantastic cast. And yeah, I'm not sure where I'd put him necessarily on this ranking, just because it's been so long since I've seen it. I know that there are some very memorable scenes with him, but I'm not quite sure where I'd place it right now, honestly. So
If we get the poll as well, I thought it an interesting one, hopefully, for the people.
So the poll, go vote on that. Do you prefer military sci-fi, fantasy sci-fi, realistic or grounded sci-fi, or ultra future sci-fi?
Yeah. Do you have any gut reaction to that as a concept? Because there are, some pretty differences within that. Or do you want some examples?
I like all sci-fi, honestly, and I do consider superheroes and stuff in the kind of that genre. So
Well, there is science and fiction, so
yeah.
So by that I meant, of course, like Stargate as a military sci-fi, or a fantasy sci-fi would be slightly more Farscapey, slightly
Yeah.
more gritty sci-fi is like the Terminator. That's gritty sci-fi, and then whatever the last one was, something else.
Ultra sci-fi, future sci-fi.
Which is, I guess, Orville.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Laura Smith says that's messed up. McKay and Mal and S tier as villains? I'm confused. These are not villains. These are just sci-fi characters.
Yes.
There's a lot of non-villains on this chart.
C-3PO, the worst villain of them all, as you can see on beta.
Yeah.
Okay, so Blade Runner, yeah. It's a very odd movie. It's super atmospheric, but yeah, the story is sort of not paper thin, but maybe card thin. I certainly prefer the story of the second film because there's more of it. I don't love casual rape scenes in my Blade Runner movies. That ages very poorly. And the acting's good, but Harrison doesn't say very much. So it's like acting through context was acting through dialogue. But he is very good in it. But he's also very simple. Like, he's a very understandable. You know, he is a sentient man who is a bit odd, but not that odd, just a bit odd, trying to live, and then he has speeches. There's not that much to it. It's just very well performed, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's beautifully performed. It is an interesting character as well. It's very somebody that's come into their own and realized that it's an interesting idea. Where would I rank him though?
But it's so little screen time, and there's nothing beyond what we see as, and there's not ultra lots of layers. My gut is a low B. That's kind of being slightly generous. Because there's a lot of better things in B, but of course B is a broad thing. C feels mean, of course, but certainly not A, because it's just not that interesting to me personally.
Yeah, I think B is a very good call out.
Yeah. Hot take. Blade Runner 2049 is overrated. I think it's mediumly rated. I think the first one's probably overrated.
Yeah, I think I'm the same, yeah.
I will say the second one's too long, but the first one's too long too. It's just too long in a different way.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think they're doing a TV series. I think that's been filmed or is being filmed, which is
probably, yeah. Olivia Julius throws in $5. Thank you so much. Wesley Crusher. Now that we know him more from Prodigy. Oh yeah. So spoilers for anybody that hasn't watched Prodigy, but
it has been 2 weeks, and it's funny because we didn't explicitly say no Trek last time, but that's not a rule. So just find no one thought through sci-fi. And I obviously put the Prodigy one in particular, so you could talk about that in context. Although not I've seen the whole story, but thoughts.
Yes, much better character now that we've actually got more of a chance to hang out with him. It definitely goes from shut up Wesley to the annoying kid on TNG that everybody had a problem with to somebody that kind of flaked off and went and did hippy bippy stuff to actually more depth to the character and a much more rounded character now. I think it took a long time to get there, but
how many decades?
Too many. I don't know. I don't want to figure that out.
Yeah.
But no, it's great to see his character come back in a very meaningful way, and there's a lot more lore there that I would love to learn about. Honestly, while I was watching him in Prodigy, I'm like, I could watch a Wesley Traveler series.
You never thought you were going to say that.
It's just Doctor Who. I know. It's just Doctor Who essentially, but it was so well done, and it was so well acted. Not only were his lines well written, and it was just a great idea, but he absolutely did a fantastic job delivering those lines. It really redeemed him from Picard season 3, where he shows up. 2, sorry, yes, yeah. 2 to grab Corey, to join the Travelers. But
she could be in that season of him too, couldn't she?
She could.
I'm sure I'd be excited about that.
Gonna be answered necessarily, but oh yeah. No, I think he's definitely moved up on my ranking list, but I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put him just yet. I kind of hear what
and also really he's been 3 different characters, right? He's been the annoying genius, he's been the Starfleet hopeful with a lot less genius. I mean, if you look at him in First Duty, there's no genius in there really. He's been nullified to the nth degree. You just kind of accept it, but it's really he's not that smart. And then obviously, Prodigy is very different, so that's essentially a different character. It really, it's more just Will Wheaton's voice that's carrying it through. So as a full character, I mean, it's like the Matrix films, right? There's a good one and some other good bits. Whereas he's not a good character, but he's got some good bits. Doesn't really kind of improve it.
Sam officially likes Wesley's bits. And
well, he's got a couple of good bits. Oh goodness. I mean, I would still. My gut says C, just because there's a lot of meh, and we can't just give for me at least 2 episodes of good to outweigh 20-30 years of you know. I mean, B seems so. I mean, B is again really broad, but everyone in B is better than Wesley. Every single one of them by a substantial margin.
Yeah.
And that shows you that he's just not there.
Trekyards says Wesley and Prodigy has clearly gone crackers. I talked to Aaron about that, and he said, if all those events happened to you, you'd be a little eccentric too and weird. So, and no spoilers, please, for Prodigy, as me or Sam have seen all of it yet. So, sorry, Ozzy, but that just was not great.
And Matthew, good to see you. Yes, I notice your absence. Be here more. That's an order. Engage. There you go.
Yeah, we'll put him at C for now. I think he's got a lot of potential as a character, even moving forward from what we've seen in Prodigy so far. So, yeah.
Yeah, but that's with all these characters. They could be better if they did a bit more. Potential. I mean, if it really, especially some of the more recent Trek shows, it shows that the potential, if given a better writer, the character core is strong. If you're doing more with it, etc. Okay, interesting. Yeah.
All right, next up we got SBS Guru 2005 Euros, Egon Spengler, inventor of the Proton Pack. Yes. Harold Ramis.
Dad, do you remember seeing Ghostbusters first time and all that jazz, or was it?
No.
Okay. Well, do you remember your first time seeing Ghostbusters? Or was it always just there?
I was just there. Okay. Honestly, he's one of my favorite characters besides Bill Murray. They're all kind of great except for Winston. He's just kind of. He never really felt like a Ghostbuster to me.
That is the point, though.
That is the point, yeah. But yes, the eccentricity, the explaining things like the Twinkie. There's a lot of really good stuff with this character, and I think Harold Ramis did a great job. Those actors were all fantastic in that show. So keep all the fan ones down below, so I don't get the. It's just easier. So for the tiles, the thumbnails.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's what I got to say for now. It was also great seeing him back from the dead, literally, in the last movie. So, have you seen the new Ghostbusters yet?
Not the new one, but the previous new one.
Okay.
The one where he comes up from the dead, etc. Yeah, he's great. I mean, that is a film that all 4 of them are excellent in different ways. Of course, that different levels of excellent, and they work great as a unit. He's very English in that he has deadpan humor because he's not actually talking in humor, but what he says is humorous. So it's very English in that. The way they wrote that is dry humor. Very relatable, but also so smart he's not relatable, which is amazing they did both at the same time. It's a good writing. Well written, well acted. I mean, certainly under acted, you could argue, but so is Tilk for a lot of the episodes, right? That's part of the flair. I can't say I remember anything of him from the second film, or even much of the second film, so I'm only going by the first film, and there's not. I mean, and he's also the third most important, which means the second least important. I mean, my gut says C or low B again, but again, B is so good that he does not match up in terms of amount of screen time and diversity of character. He's great, but that's more cool factor versus good character factor. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Where's your gut? I'm interested to hear your thoughts.
I kind of want to say B just for the iconicness. Plus, I mean, if you take into account the real Ghostbusters, the cartoon, it's not the same actor, but it's the characters definitely expanded on in that. That would definitely be B tier for sure. I see what you're saying about the lack of film panache. Like they all kind of had equalish amounts of screen time, and in Ghostbusters 2, I just watched it recently, so yeah. Even having watched it recently, there's not a whole lot of standout moments necessarily for him. So I think a C is very acceptable, honestly.
But I do think everyone feels strong about this. He could deserve a B, but a very low B. And sometimes legacy B is enough, right? I mean, the only one on B I'm questioning then in comparison is the president from Independence Day. Because they feel on closer levels of doing their job really well, but not a lot of them relative. Yeah. So I want to say C, very high C, and if anyone wants to push him to a B, I'm not going to be mad at you. Yeah.
And Laura says, and are Star Trek characters allowed? No Kirk, Spock, Picard, etc. No, those are separate. Olivia apparently didn't know that. So
I mean, if you feel the need to throw in some legacies, we'll allow it.
No, because then it'll just start piling in and be all Star Trek. No. We're not allowing that.
Okay. Olivia's
no more Star Trek characters. Yeah.
Therefore.
That was kind of the guideline when we started this, but we didn't say that this one, so it's fine.
Those unwritten rules. Because look at the variety in this. I mean, it is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Well, the bottom line is, if you super chat it, we'll do it. So,
okay.
I really don't want to do Star Trek. They're separate.
Okay. Question to you: since we've already had some trouble with B and C, do you want to move everyone in D to F and split out C into C and D so we have a bit more gradient on a curve? Because we don't even know people in D, right? If we're from Jar Jar, who might stay. Like, if we do that, then C can be split and we can properly have a C and a D. Because, yeah.
That's actually a very logical idea.
Yeah, okay. Move everyone down from D to F, but Jar Jar back up to D because Jar Jar should stay in D. And now we're recategorizing C into who would have been a low C that therefore gets D. So who in C do you think should go down to a D, character-wise? I mean, there's two droids we don't know. There's a droid and a trooper. So they're obviously D. Right near the right-hand side. I could move myself, but you'd like to be the controller man.
Droid and trooper, yeah, they would be D for sure.
The guy who's in every sci-fi show. I don't know his thing, so I'm not. Surely he should be in the lower.
This guy?
Nope, the guy, the strong man, the Jem'Hadar guy.
Oh yeah, where the hell
Next
is
to John Noble.
Right there. Okay. But that's specifically his character from the X-Files.
That's my vote. You can disagree. I'm just saying that's my vote if we're quantifying, because I just don't know him enough to.
We'll leave it for now.
Who else do you want to move down to D?
Dexter Jet.
Yep. Okay. And you can move Hermiad down, even though he is great. The lack of screen time, that's going to be a factor. So he's the Asgard puppet guy. He is great, but again, to have a bit more clarity of who's what.
And also Logan's Run guy, I think.
I kind of want to put Alita from Battle Angel, not because she's bad, just because I just don't remember so little about her, and yeah.
Bill Nye's going down too.
Yeah, that's only fair.
It's fine. Okay. This guy can go down here as well from Fallout. Because now I've watched it, and yeah, that's a D. Good character, but just not in it enough at all. Yeah.
So that helps to give us a nice bit of. There's now more of a curve to grade on.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Excellent.
All right. Ozzy with a huge spoiler with $5, so thank you.
I'm glad I didn't even see that one. Yay! I'm glad I entirely ignored that.
Olivia, $2. 25 people here, but only 24 likes. Hit like people. We have 31 now, so that's awesome. Ray Ricks, 5 pounds with Hal 9000. Ba-boom.
Have we had many AIs on this? Or is that our first? Terminator kind of counts, but yeah, it might be our first. Oh, okay. Does Hal appear in any other 2000 films?
2010, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we did.
Great idea for a sentient computer. It's supposed to be like IBM, but IBM didn't want their name involved, so they just shifted all the letters one forward to make Hal.
Yeah,
But yeah, I love the cadence of the voice. I love the calmness, the kind of calculating. Like, it's friendly, and then when it's not friendly, it's definitely not friendly. You know, so that's an interesting one. It's very iconic. Yeah, I don't have much else to say, honestly. I don't know.
Well, it's one of those things where it's perfectly paced, perfectly pitched for that role, but the role is that of a computer, right? And not even like a very characterful computer. Its lack of character, its plain voice is the sharpness of the character, right? The simpleness is what's effective about it. Does it do more in 2010? Like, does it evolve past its program, or does it stay very much the?
Does.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So obviously I can't judge on that. I mean, I would say C again, kind of like Saruman, right? Even though it's great and iconic, it's just not got enough going for it. It necessarily hasn't got the depth because it's not got any depth, right? Computer doesn't want to die. You know?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, he's perfectly fine.
I would totally have said higher had we not been in contrast.
Simon Graves throws in 5 pounds
so
and says, Cur Avon from Blake 7, King of the Leather Outfits and Put Downs. I haven't seen enough of Blake 7 to say anything about this guy.
One of my dad's favourite shows.
Oh, so you've probably seen more than I have.
2 episodes.
Oh, great.
Well, because we didn't have them on VHS. I don't remember you were there, but if there's no DVD, no streaming, so unless we happened to have recorded one on VHS on TV when it aired, and it wasn't the most repeated show. But I do remember he's a bloody fan favourite. Like, this is a truly iconic British sci-fi character. I know his vibe, I know his energy. I mean, he's at least a high C. At least. Although he might already be there on B.
I think he is. He is.
There we go.
Which one is he?
He'll need to keep track of the chart.
Is it the same picture?
Yep. I'm trying to find the cleanest one. There you go. A B.
Yeah, we gave him a B.
I think I argued you up to a B for Legacy. That's what I was about to do then as well.
Oh, yeah. There he is right there.
Yay. A double B.
All right.
Excellent. It's a time travel right there.
Thirst Contact member for 50 months at the rank of Commander.
Thank you so much.
Just for the poll, does the Expanse count as realistic, grounded, or military?
Military.
I'd say realistic or grounded. It could be military. They're
because they've got spaceships, which kind of, like, grounded is slightly but it's not. There aren't really space battles in grounded so much. You know, because giant space battles aren't really grounded per se. That'd be my point.
Martian Navy, essentially.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
because grounded would be maybe not sliders. Like, it's just some guys with a thing, right? It hasn't got those extremely big elements.
Back to the Future be that then? Grounded?
Yeah. Or fantasy. I guess you could argue because it's a bit silly, but not that silly. Yeah, I'd grounded.
Oh, fantasy is anything with dragons, dwarfs, elves.
That's fantasy. That was what I was implying. Yeah.
SVS Guru 2000, €5. I'm still gonna do it. Matara, the Iconian. Okay.
Who's that?
No idea.
No idea. Didn't know.
Very good look though.
Yeah. Well, I don't love. This is the canon Iconian look from a game. It's just alien sci-fi look. Like, okay. Not my personal cup of tea, but.
Is it from Star Trek? Is
it
one of those Iconians or another one?
Star Trek Online. Yeah.
Oh well, it's Star Trek. Not supposed to be on this list.
Yeah, but it fooled you, and therefore it can be on this list.
Sure. So what are we putting it as?
I mean, D or an F, because we've not seen them, know them, and I don't know. How interesting can he be as an Iconian? You know? 'Cause you're all powerful and all whatever, and I don't know. Hey, if you think they're better, you know,
Well,
we've seen a lot of characters, but
Matara and that look. I say that's a female. Yes, I am assuming, but yeah. Anyway, classic for real, $5. Ramis, whatever. Not the Sean Connery Russian dude.
the lady in the uniform. So what do you think of this character, Stuart?
Assume she's from Star Blazers or something
How's
like
that
that.
look? Yeah.
She looks like an anime character.
Yep. Has no discernible features of any kind.
So she's going in D.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure she's great, but we haven't seen it. So
No. No.
again, if you feel passionately enough, you can move them up. But
Yeah, we've only seen so many things, and we've seen a lot of things, but not everything. And it's funny, the animes I've seen I really love, but I've not seen that many animes.
see, anime for me is a tough one because the pacing's really weird. I don't know if something's lost in translation, but a lot of times animes for me, they feel like Blade Runner. They just kind of drag. There's some beautiful visuals, but it's just something about the story pace that just doesn't quite hit for me. Some are different. Some are better than others, obviously, but yeah. Well, overall, I find anime a little dull.
If anyone's put anything in from Zoids, I love Zoids. At least the original.
Zoids is great.
Oh, there you go. The original two. I love those characters. Big into Yu-Gi-Oh. I love Digimon. Those sort of classic monster-based ones. Wasn't really a Pokemon guy. I mean, it's fine. It's just the same story every week, give or take. There's a lot less. And you can't do as much of Pokemon, so just say Pikachu. It's like great. Thank you for the useful dialogue options versus Digimon, where they actually have characters, and I mean they have characters in Pokemon, but more. So if you want to put in the Zoids characters from the first two, I do love me some Zoids.
We'd be able to talk about it better than I could. I watched it for the mechs, and I didn't.
Really I mean, they're fun. I like great designs, like really good. And I really, I know I'm Mr. Do Everything Man, but I really want to do a fan film with the main Zoid in, just to go Bill somewhere.
I wanted to get into Zoids, I just never really could. I did watch a lot of it. I got a bunch on VHS tape somewhere that I taped, but.
Hold on. Slight tangent. It's one of the few things I keep out always. My favourite designs in all of quote-unquote sci-fi. And these are so hard to get because no one sells them at a good price, and I got this at a good price when I was a teenager. Yeah, Blade Liger.
Nice.
£10 originally. Well, that doesn't sound very... Love this design. Absolutely love that tiger. Sorry, yeah. One of the few collectibles I have always out.
Slam Dunk DMC, £5.
Great name.
Hope you're both well. Going down the road of video game sci-fi fantasy with Sephiroth, the one-winged angel. Oh no, keep everybody.
Okay.
I want them kind of stacked on the side there. I hate having to scroll because it fucks up everything.
Okay. I didn't know if you. I mean, it looks great. It's very anime-y.
Yep.
One winged.
Is that from Final Fantasy? I believe. It's great. It's a great character model, great design. Definitely a good look. One wing, I like that. It's an interesting take.
I mean, give it D for cool points.
Yep.
I mean, it looks like the oh god, there's a Devil May Cry. Looks like the lead character of that in my head.
It does. Yeah. So yeah,
we'll
put it in
Gundam,
D because
the previous lady. Morpheus, Neo Trinity. Hey, again, up to you guys. Agent Smith or S tier. Yep. Why is Yvonne voting B tier? Well, that's what we judged her at. But you can move her if you'd like. Judge Anderson. Corbin Dallas from Fifth Element. That's a great shout. Oh, and if you guys want to throw in Ivan Ooze from Power Rangers, he's a great character.
See, now we're getting into like the weeds a little bit on stuff that I don't know much about. So
As long as one of us does.
Ray Ricks, 5 pounds. Best character in Farscape, Dominar Rigel.
The 8th, 7th? Yeah.
16th?
Oh, maybe 16th. Yes. You've not seen Farscape?
I've seen a few episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, puppet. Nice.
Yeah. Kind of a perfect character in that he has all the growth in the world. He has all the character in the world. He's a goddamn puppet, and you believe every second of it because it's so well done. Wonderful voiceover by the actor who was there on set doing it, so that everything was like real in a sense. And it's wonderful to rewatch that show and look how they manage to like move, like run. Like there's always things they run with a puppet, and there's versions where he can. So I see when they can, and I know that the lead actor John Crichton, he almost broke it several times. He was being a bit too emotive with it because they got really attached. He would like kiss it and stuff, and so if the scene needed it, they'd like go really full on. It's like this puppet's like 100k, and you're trying to snog it, but it looks great on scene on camera. I mean, this would be an A character for me because he's so excellent in the series, properly excellent. And in terms of how good though that cast is, he's almost interesting of the cast. And the fact that he's a fully realized puppet character, one of the few that is entirely like nailed. I mean, there isn't that many, I think. So.
It's a great look, honestly.
Yeah, it's great. Like it could easily have been, a Muppet, but that looks like an alien. Like, beautiful.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, Olivia, $5. Scarecrow from Lost in Space.
I say I'm surprised, but I'm putting them all in here, so I know exactly who's coming. That's okay. Do you remember this one?
Vaguely.
So this is the one that was the guy. Either it was the guy who was captured by the humans first and then forced to use the engine, or he was the villain who was chasing them. But I think he was the one that was in the box and then rebuilt a little bit and then was pissed because Earth fucked him up, and then he called. Basically, he's the villain. He's the villain of this guy thing. Yeah, good actually. Quite a lot of character for it. It's amazing how effective these creatures were, considering they're big metal robots. You certainly got a sense of who he was and what he was doing, and yeah, I would say a happy C. I think they did a lot with this as a character, honestly. But that's my vote anyway.
No, I would agree. I do remember really enjoying that series, but for some reason it's just not quite ringing in my head right now.
It's the classic you binge it all and then it blends in too much. He's very important in certain series, but not the whole thing. So he blends into the background after a while because he's not that important in the grand scheme, but in certain series it is.
What other series was he in, like Star Trek or Star Wars or? No, I'm seriously asking. Oh, you mean season? Oh, okay. Moving on. There's a reason words exist. Matthew Lebner.
Use both here. If you move to
$10. Laura Roslin, Battlestar Galactica, and Kara Thrice, Battlestar Galaxy Tux. Any thoughts? Hopefully, these were not yet ranked. Is that who this is? One of these?
Yeah, we have Kara Thrice. Nope. 2 BSG people. That's not another person.
And Carrie Thrace is on the...
Yep.
Isn't she there already?
Okay. She is.
Is the other one there?
Nope, there she is.
Is that this lady?
Yes. Nope. That's an anime character.
This one.
Yeah, Kara Thrace already received a B from us. I think, well, she was our first B, so she was right there at the start. Laura Roslin, President of the Colonies. She was a school teacher forced to be the president of the last remaining humans alive. What a increase in ranking.
Yes, I thought she was great. She's a good actress as well. She was great in Independence Day, and I think she really has that stoic kind of... Yeah. She's the wife of the president.
Oh. So she upgraded from that to the president.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic actress. Definitely does a great job with having that, like, I'm the lead of the education board, but because everybody else got eliminated, I become president. not knowing what to do, then very kind of not quickly, but eventually falling into the role of getting it and being serious enough about the situation to. She was kind of a hard ass. She didn't want to deal with her. I know that Adama hesitated a few times to like tangle with her, which I thought was really great. So, and yeah, she definitely plays the strong but vulnerable. I think is a good way to do it or say it. And yeah, for character-wise, I mean, what would you say about her?
Yeah, she's a really, really human. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's so three-dimensional in her performance. It's so grounded and real and relatable, and you understand her thought process the entire time. It's the most ridiculous situation ever, but she has to rise to it. And she has to, and she does, and she evolves. And she's, not given necessarily the sci-fi scenes, but she's given all the sort of political stuff, but a lot of the human stuff, and she loses friends, and she gets a boyfriend and such, and it's really phenomenal acting. Just, it's so grounded and real and tangible. Like I said, it doesn't do as much in the broad scheme of the show, but what she does, like with the Independence Day, she nails it while being so vulnerable and so gentle, and never really becomes a hard ass from it. And she has cancer. I think, does it die of cancer? It dies of cancer at the end as well, and it's like, oh, I mean, I'd go up say a middle pleasant B, because she's not as broad as other characters, but she's deep as other characters. On that.
Yep, I would. That kind of jazz is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Very Larry detailed character, but not one of the first ones I would think of when I think sci-fi necessarily.
But then when you think of it, like, oh yeah, brilliant. It's that fun dichotomy of like, you don't think about her until you think about her, and it's like, damn, she was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, the chemistry between her and Adama, I mean, that show is just gorgeous with character chemistry. I don't know how much it was like screen tested, but they really lucked out on a tremendous cast, or talented out. Pretty good.
All right.
Obviously, Cast Race got a B already, so we're double B on the BSG. But
ooh, do we have an S for Battlestar? Anybody?
Yeah, we have Baltar.
Dama? Oh yeah, Baltar. Yeah.
Yeah, Baltar. But he's like the goat, right?
So we just need a G. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Classic for real, $5. Filet Ulster.
I think that's the anime lady. She looked to the other anime lady. Pretty damn similar. Just from hair color.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I'm gonna say a high D because of the cool pink. And
okay.
And the nervous, cute hand behind the back. She does tell you something, Oh, Rosamund's in Back to the Future Part 3, doing that.
Yep. I played Clara.
Oh, and Adama's also. Yeah, thank you. Adama's also an S. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
SBS Guru 2000, €5. Lord Zed. Or Lord Z for those across the pond.
Thank you. No, this is Lord Zed. It's a Power Ranger guy. I mean, great art design. I mean, that's great, right? I mean, a lot of the Power Rangers designs were great. I only ever saw him in the movie, really, and he's a henchman that gets undone very quickly. Do you have any thoughts? Because I'd say a very gracious high D for great art design. But, he shouldn't be up there on a list of great sci-fi characters, because I can't remember any scene he was in as the hero. As in villain hero.
I mean, like you said, fantastic character design. Looks really menacing. But Power Rangers kind of shit, so yeah, D is fine for me.
But I would give Iva News much higher. So if that comes up, I'll be fighting that case.
Okay, that's fine. Need to watch Power Rangers, apparently, I guess.
I really want the Blu-ray of the movie, but I didn't make one, so shit, I'll for that. It'll have some sort of anniversary re-release. Like, wow, remastered 4K, the Power Rangers movie. I'm like, yep, what we've all been asking for.
And I'm sure Power Rangers is great. I apologize for my previous statement. Sergeant Roadkill, £2. HK47 KOTOR. Well,
S.
That's not. It's not a £5
Oh.
or $5 super chat. So.
Oh no! Damn it! Oh.
What?
Well, that's sad. He's a great character. Oh. But them's the rules. Oh.
Sean O'Sullivan, €2. The
Absorbaloff.
Fan favorite. Okay, what is that?
But as you said, that's also not 5, so.
Oh. I thought that was that thing. Ray Ricks, £5. Alfred Bester, Babylon 5. Is that this one?
No, that's the Absorbaloff. But Roadkill's £2, not $5. Remember you said 5.
Yeah, I did, but
Yeah.
I don't know why the picture was there then. That's all. I was just
Well,
confused.
I didn't see the numbers. I was just putting them on there because I was trying to do everything. I didn't look at numbers because people know the rules. So, but Bester from Babylon 5, which is of course Walter Koenig. Yes.
All right, so it's Chekhov.
It's really not Chekhov.
No, he's kind of a creepy bastard in this one. Isn't
Yes. I mean, this is why he says this is his favorite character he ever played, because it's 10 times a better character than Chekhov. But Chekhov was an okay character, right? Like this guy is like, whoa, yeah, fantastic,
evil, like Section 31 type deal.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but also not. I mean, Section 31 doesn't want to take over everything. He's a eugenicist, and that, you know, of course we're better than you all. We are better, and therefore we should help you be better, because we are better. And look after my people until, of course, these people get in bed with the baddies, and then it's like, well, now I'm no longer the head of the food chain, trying to make everyone better, then I've got to fight against them. I mean, an excellent performance, an excellent character, and it shows you how good he is, because he was never utilised in that way. I would say, honestly, a very respectable A, because he has a lot of fun, and they kept wanting to bring him back and do more things. Now, you could argue Ivanova also, of course, should be then for A, but I think villains have more fun to play. And the fact that he had a few good turns, I don't know. You guys would disagree.
I like the logic that you're spewing out. All right, classic for real, $5. Specifically, the stormtrooper from The Force Awakens, played by Daniel Craig. Who didn't say no Star Wars. You didn't say no. No, we didn't. We don't have a picture for him, but he's the one that deals with Rey in the room when she's yeah. He hands her his blaster. That guy.
The most non-cameo ever. But he just wants to put on the suit.
That would be an F.
Aww.
Maybe a D. Okay, we'll give it a D.
Well, I mean, he's just a stormtrooper, you know. Not really much to that. And it's funny because they totally could have had like a deleted scene where he takes a helmet off, and then like film it to be a deleted scene. You know, to be on the Blu-ray, just an excuse.
Yeah.
Because no actual proof he was there, right? Like, I've never seen any clip of him there. It's just, like, why not? Why couldn't he just be the voice of the stormtrooper and do it, and, you know, go to Pinewood and just record it via voice? I have no proof he was actually physically in the suit. Just saying. Not I'm trying to conspiracy theory or anything, but, you know, just saying. Just saying.
All right, so he gets a D, just because he's. Well, you know, yeah, D's fine. He's fine. Matthew Lebner, member for 16 or 15 months at the rank of Admiral.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
It's all about her arc through the series and how she portrays it.
Yeah, Rosalind.
Oh, for Rosalind, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, just a truthful performance, right? Just a very honest, real performance.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. You entertain people for 5 seconds.
Yes.
1 second. I don't know. Just be right back.
Okay. So yeah, I am sliding all of the new drunk. Oh, thank you, Ray Ricks. Yes. I really need to rewatch Farscape because it is darn amazing. And I know the Blu-ray is a little bit controversial. But I really do like the it's both of that's in their prime as well, which is great. I've seen that picture before, but okay. Let's see. John Crichton. What a guy. One of the best costumes in sci-fi. And then Aaron Sung. That is nice, wasn't it? Claudia Black. Before she was Vala Maldoran.
I have returned. All right.
And again, happy birthday, Ozzy. Again, everyone spam a birthday once again, because we love Ozzy.
Yes.
He's one of the most regulars, so give all the love to the Aussie.
Let's see. SCS Guru 2005 euros. Pom Pom from Honkai Star Rail.
I mean, clearly an S. I think you both agree, Stuart.
I'd say C maybe.
Oh
D.
no! I mean, that his arc in the 3rd season where he killed his own mum to get revenge on the Rabbit of Death, and then after that he massacred the people of the Sunny Village just to see them bleed. I mean, come on! Not many characters in sci-fi will do that. So
Put them wherever you say.
how was that for improv?
That's great.
I don't know who this is. We've got to F it. Well, yeah. See, I know a lot of the big games, but that is an oddness. I just have no idea. But we do appreciate it. Pom Pom from Honkai Star Rail.
That's a name.
It is a name. I'm
gonna
gonna read out what this is because we did super chat. Pom Pom is a non-playable character and the conductor of the Astral Express. Dialogue. Wow, it's Pom Pom's favorite trailblazer. Pom Pom can go outside, yet even from here the stars are still so pretty to look at. You finally got some leisure time. Don't forget to grab some sleep when you're done wandering about. Don't bring the dirt in here. Pom Pom just swept.
It's probably exactly how his voice sounds to you.
Welt used to be an animator, and it seems to be very proud of his work, where things got to slow and... Alright, so there you go. Didn't sound like a very in-depth character from that dialogue that we read. Love it. Love it.
F is fine. All right.
With love.
Classic for real, $2. Fun fact: Shax's voice is Lord Zed now.
Oh, there's new Lord Zed?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. That guy just is the voice of many things. He got himself in on. Yeah, he's now one of the guys. Good for him.
Yeah. Ray Ricks, £10. Oof. John Crichton and Aryan Sun.
Aaron Sung. There they are. The Farscape team.
Oh.
Yes.
I love how their roles are reversed to what they are in Stargate.
Yes.
Which is kind of fun.
Shows how good actors they are, because they do both versions of the character perfectly in terms of what they needed.
I mean, from what I've seen, I think I'm judging more from what I've seen them do in Stargate, but I do know enough, seen enough Farscape to know that the roles are technically reversed. They're just, which is kind of funny. I don't know. They're both great actors, and I think.
So John Crichton.
I don't know how iconic they would be necessarily.
Well, the problem is, had Farscape had more of a life past, which I don't know why it didn't, they'd be still well loved. It's just because it hasn't really had a longevity for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Because they're extremely good characters. So of course, Crichton is a normal but quirky astronaut forced into another part of the galaxy with aliens everywhere, forced to adapt, and he sort of has to. He becomes
He's
more.
Buck Rogers.
Yeah, sure, yeah. But he embraces wackiness just to deal with it. That's that big conceit. Like, he wasn't that wacky, but he had to go slightly mad, but it's not actually mad. It's just like he embraced the weirdness. And a beautiful arc. Really, really fun character. Great dialogue. Wonderful performance. You buy every second. And there's like 2 versions at one point, which is played differently. Erin is the classic stoic. She's kind of like, she's sort of a Tilk-ish, Worf-ish. But the role reverse, but then goes from being that stoic, hard ass into a fully fleshed out character. That's the arc versus staying where Tilt kind of stays, somewhat anyway. And you know, every moment that she breaks a hard exterior, then you feel more for her, and you're very sad all the things that happen to me, etc. Character-wise, goodness. I mean, 4 seasons in a movie, so plenty of time to shine. Oh goodness. I would say Crichton. Personally, I would say an A, because he does that pretty spot on.
Okay.
And he does do a lot of broad things, although it's more for how excellent the dialogue is given and is. Erin, I would say, is a medium B. She's not as depthful, although she probably has a better... well, no, not that. She has a more distinct journey from more hard-ass to mum and saviour, like, of the universe. But I think, yeah, that would be my gut. A and a B, respectively, for Crichton and Erin. But they're both, you know, great.
Okay.
But on a lower B, though, I think, Erin. I just, you know, yeah.
Fair. All right.
Yeah. I don't want to reach Farscape now again because of you guys. Classic.
Sergeant Roadkill.
So specific. Jesus, classic.
£5. I was not paying attention to the words. Try HK-47 now.
Yes. Okay, that's the robot. Thank you.
What's this robot?
Yeah, from Star Wars. Fan-frickin-tastic. I mean, literally, he's a fan favourite. So this is a robot. He's a robot assassin in the Old Republic games who hates people. He's kind of racist, but in a
Who doesn't?
Well, sure. He calls us... I mean, it's technically true. He's meat bags are mostly water. And he has a really good dialogue. He's really good design, I think, as a robot. Really interesting story because you find him, if I recall, you find him kind of... he's lost his memory, but he says who he is. And you find out where he came from and such out the story. And because he's very, a robot, he's in the second game, even though it's years later, because, it's fine, he's a robot. And a really good companion. He's very strong, very capable, and really funny, but like in a sort of deadpan, sarcastic prick kind of way. I mean, there's a lot of great characters in KOTOR. It's really well characterized, but he's definitely one of the fan favorites, if not the fan favorite. Oh god. But I would gut reaction a medium B, because he is extremely good at what he does, but the depth isn't there. As in compared to other people, but then like compared to some other people in B, he's also very good. So he's kind of like Todd the Wraith from Stargate. Like he's really good at what he does, but like compared to Sam Beckett, who has lots more to do, and Cara Thrace and such, very very respectable B.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's really really good character.
Interesting. Cool look though for a droid.
Yeah.
Kind of an evil looking droid, honestly.
But not too evil.
Okay.
Yeah, good really good. Really good shout.
Classic for real, $5. The toddler from Kid Danger.
I think that's the guy in the...
Is that this
I
thing?
think that's that guy. Yeah, that guy.
F.
The toddler is the show's first villain, and that appeared in the series premiere episode, The Danger Brain Begins, where he was portrayed as the leader of the group of supervillains that was out to destroy Captain Man and Kid Danger. In his subsequent crimes, Toddler has had various plans to destroy his enemies by proving himself indestructible and searching for blueprints for the Omega weapon. Ooh.
He looks like a henchman from the 1960s Batman.
But no budget. Like even less budget. I mean, you do this yourselves, guys. Yeah, I mean,
I think they're just fucking with us at this point.
Yeah, that's great. Look, the opening our horizons, okay? Opening our horizons. I'm learning, Stuart. I'm learning.
Classic for real. $5. Raiden Shogun from Genshin Impact. Is that
anime?
That's a F.
Now, in fairness, not the same looking anime lady. But yes, And is this anime? Because it looks like a lady in a normal dress, but obviously of that era. Stuart, I'll trust your gut reaction here. Wherever you want to put her.
Put her in D because it's anime and it's got a huge following. So,
Okay.
classic for real, $5. The Star Destroyer captain who blows up the planet in Rise of Skywalker.
What a distinct character. Yeah.
I thought it was a guy.
Well, I googled that phrase, and it told me this character. So that's what you get for such a ridiculously specific reference. I do remember that in the film. As silly as that sounds, she's the lady in that scene.
I remember the guy on the Dreadnought Destroyer.
That was
thing
a famous English actor.
Yeah, he was like.
But wasn't he the commander of the entire thing? And she's like, fire. That's what the internet told me. Okay. But you know what? Go for D because the costume's kind of boring for First Order.
D. Yeah.
And yes,
wow.
the previous person. Good, Classic for real. You're forcing us to do good. We're having fun too, so. I mean, we are getting eclectic, Stuart. We are getting eclectic. Actually, can someone do us a favour and count how many different shows and movies, like how many different franchises we have here, and let us know?
Too many.
It's got to be in the 50s or 60s at this point, or 40s or 50s. Like, someone count if you could, and I'd love to know.
Ray Ricks, Watch from Firefly. So Alan Tudyk.
Mm-hmm. That's our second Tudyk.
Yes. He could pilot the ship, and he likes to play with little plastic dinosaurs. That's all I remember about the character.
Oh, he's such a relatable, friendly chap who's a bit weird. He's like your brother. You know, like a nice quirky brother who likes Hawaiian vibing shirts. Yeah, loyal, brave, and that doesn't want to be brave the whole time. Also beyond talented for a pilot. Just really, really, really solid. I mean, my guts is a really respectably medium to high C. I'd have to remember more of his scenes, obviously, but like, you know, a good character in that show, but part of the ensemble, right?
Okay, throw him in C, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Intriguing, don't you know? Ozzy, $5. How about who robot is Red Max from the Black Hole? Oh, Maximilian. Boom, boom, boom.
You have.
Right
Yeah,
there.
there you go. I've not seen this film, well, no, I have technically, but I don't remember it.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago in a 4x3 CRTV time ago.
Yeah, I've tried watching it a few times over the years. It's not great.
Oh no, I thought you were going to say you still love it.
Oh, it's cult, classic-y.
Why doesn't it age well? What about it is daft or other such?
You think Blade Runner's slow?
Yeah.
Shit, son.
Oh.
Plus, the science just doesn't make any goddamn sense about anything with the black hole, or
Right.
the story's hard to follow. Anyway,
Really?
Maximilian is one of the standouts from that.
Oh.
All the robots are. Vincent, Old Bob, and Max. They all are very iconic, at least for me. I love droids. I love robots. I always have. He's a killer robot, essentially. And he's got multi-attachments on his arms that he can, like, one's a spinning blade. And...
So kind of General Grievous. Grievous?
Yeah, but if General Grievous was cool.
Oh no! General Grievous is... No, he's one of our most loyal fans, General Grievous. Don't be complaining at his cool factor.
That's one of our moderators.
He's super cool.
I love how you actually got a picture of the toys that I have here as well, which is great. Yeah.
So where do you place him? Because I mean, how much character does he have versus just I am robot? Because I
doesn't have much character. He's kind of a dickhead, and he's basically he follows orders of the main bad guy, which I can't remember his name right now.
Okay.
Anyway, he is a bit of a bully when it comes to Old Bob, the other robot, and he likes to push his weight around, literally.
Right.
He's a
So there
weapon.
is a character.
He's a bodyguard. Yeah, he's like a bouncer, a bodyguard.
Yeah. Okay.
With lots of weapons. And him and the bad guy get merged at the end. It's.
Oh, nice. And how
But
much?
the look is super iconic and really
How much does
really
the
cool
physical
design.
prop do?
Quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Okay.
But not one that you can put a guy in. I assume it was an animatronic.
I don't know, honestly. I think for the upper body shots, they might have had somebody like in it, but I don't know.
Oh. Hey, this one's on you.
I'm gonna say B. B just for cool factor.
Classic, you are hilarious, man. You are absolutely hilarious. Oh god, sorry.
I'm gonna put him at B just for
okay.
Cool factor.
Icon value. Classic. Keep up with that. That'd be so funny.
Classic for real. $5. The robot kitty thing from Buzz Lightyear movie. Oh my god.
I meant the next one, but yeah, as in the one I'm laughing at. But yeah.
What a cute thing.
That's a good design cat. I'll be honest. That's a good looking cartoon animated cat. I feel like.
Yeah.
Have you seen Lightyear? Because I
have, yes.
Okay, 'cause I almost saw it and I thought, I've got better things in my day. Like it looks.
It's really good.
It looks okay, and I heard pretty terrible reviews about it. But I think people went in wanting, it to be Buzz Lightyear, not Buzz Lightyear, which confused people. Because it's not Buzz Lightyear; it's Buzz Lightyear.
I can say I sympathize more with the antagonist of the story than the actual hero. So, if you watch, you should watch it. I think you'd enjoy it. There's a lot of really great visuals in it. There's a lot of good stuff in it, and it was not what I expected at all. But and the cat is it's a mute point. It's going to be an F.
Oh no, I thought he seemed funny in the trailers.
Sure, D then. If you're going to be that.
I liked what I saw as much as the robot cat had to offer.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's just it, right?
Right. Okay. Oh, I didn't.
So all the best parts. I think you saw all of its moments in the trailer.
Oh no, really? Oh no.
Oh, there's a little bit more. Again, it was a while ago that I watched that, so it's not a standout thing for me. This cat, so. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Okay. What's next? Ray Ricks, £5. Amos Burton, The Expanse. One of the best characters I've ever seen portrayed in any show recently. He is friggin' great.
Damn.
He is a bit psychotic, but in a friendly kind of way. If he's on your side and he's calling you boss or captain, you have nothing to worry about. He will take care of you regardless. Get on his bad side, I'd worry. He has no conscience. He's got no empathy for people. He'll break somebody's arm just because they're pissing him up, bother him at the bar. He'll smash their face into the bar.
Do many people do that? Do people want to start with this guy, or is he like strong enough? You're like, no.
Oh, he's intimidating.
Yeah,
he's big, but he's also kind of think of like Mice and Men with Lenny.
Yeah.
Not that's not. I don't want to say stupid. Not that. He's a very intelligent guy. He's the engineer for the ship.
Okay.
But he just doesn't give a shit. If you piss him off, or if you've done something wrong, he will go out of his way to make sure that you pay for it. Unless he's ordered not to, then he will respect whoever is like his best friend or his captain. He is a fantastic character. Every time he's on screen in The Expanse, I love it because you're never quite sure what to expect from him.
Right.
And he's portrayed so well. He's a great character.
So not complaint, of course, but so it sounds like he's a really well done muscle character. Like not that diverse, but what he does like Till call like Worf.
He's pretty diverse.
Because you didn't say those other things. You just kept summarizing his muscleness.
I know, but
on purpose. Okay.
It's more layered as the seasons go, and you learn about his backstory a little bit, and the things he's been through. I mean, he had a shitty upbringing, and There's a whole side to him that you don't know right away, but that's the thing that most people know when they see Amos is that he's like a bodyguard kind of deal.
Okay.
But
thanks for not spoiling. Just
yeah, but fantastically layered character and somebody I'd really like to know after I get to know them, because to get to know him is a little bit of a difficult process. But once you know him and he's your friend, you have nothing to worry about. He will do anything to protect you. So
what level of fighting combat skill would you say comparative to other like sci-fi characters? Like who could he beat up in a fight with?
Well, throw me a character and I'll let you know.
Worf and Tilk and such. Yeah.
He'd be able to take on Worf and Tilk and hold his ground pretty good.
Ronan though, because he's more. Oh, we haven't seen Lance, have we?
Amos is fantastic. I don't think I want to give him an S. He definitely deserves an A.
Okay.
But as far as characters in the Expanse, he's an S.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But in the overall ranking, though, he's an A.
Cool. Okay. Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Hey, yeah. I mean, yeah.
You need to watch the Expanse, man.
I know.
You're gonna have such a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll put him in A. I could very easily be convinced to nudge him up to an S, but I just think that
that's a high bar to be one of the top sci-fi characters of all time. Not that we put everyone in S, of course, because there are some I disagree with. But like compared to Londo, who's so interesting, diverse, like, I mean, he might be a top S, right? But it's hard.
That's more of a cultured S. This is I don't know. I really wish we had seen the Expanse so we could talk about this character a little bit more.
Maybe we'll have to do episode reviews where we get there. Like even though it's like 7 years out of date, we'll episode reviews.
Yeah, Amos is great. Thank you for whoever did that. That was Ray Rex. Thank you.
See, for every anime character, like, huh? We get a character you can talk about.
Well, exactly, yeah.
It's all worth it.
Okay, so next up we've got Classic for Real with $5. Dutch from Transformers Dark of the Moon.
Yep,
Is that Alan Tudyk?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Which is him being a tremendous dick.
I don't remember him in Transformers Dark of the Moon.
I don't remember either. You just want to put more Alan Tudyks on the board, which I absolutely love, because we made a point about that.
Well, the fact I don't remember him, though, is going to give him low. I'm going to give him a D, but it's Alan Tudyk.
I think I have no memory of him, per se, because I think I hadn't... Because Dark of the Moon's a while ago. I think I wasn't into the TV shows as much that I hadn't happened to watch. I feel like he was in an early scene. He's like an agent, just like a creepy agent that gets shot or something.
I'm looking at the background, and I don't remember that even from the movie.
And I like Dark of the Moon. I like the stupid, the fun of it, and the Spock of it. He's literally a Vulcaneers. I mean, how freaking great is that? It's something the action is really good in that film. Stuart, I'll let you gut on this. Gut reaction. Our third Tudyk.
I'm gonna give him a D.
Okay, for Tudyk value.
Because three dicks is too many. Two dick is fine, but 3 dick is too much.
Yeah, a third dick didn't quite get the score.
I can't in good conscience get Alan Tudyk a F, unfortunately.
Yeah, indeed, he's always good, right? And I'd be interested if someone put in the Robot My Robot, which he is, because he's very good in that.
Oh yes.
I'd like to see how we could debate into that, because I don't know what I'd give that. I don't know. And there are many Alan Tudyks, so they could be more in this list.
Classic for Real, $5. Professor Colin. I don't want to say colon. A character portrayed by actor Rainn Wilson.
In what?
I don't know. That's a very good question.
Oh, Revenge of the Fallen. Transformers.
Oh, okay. I remember that now. He's just kind of...
There?
Yeah. Yeah, that movie's just kind of shit, regardless.
Which one is Revenge of the second one?
No, I don't fucking remember.
Because there's a trilogy, and then there's other ones that just sort of kept coming. They all become I
don't remember. It's...
You know what? Give it an F, Stuart.
Yep.
He ain't no Jar Jar Binks or Robot Cat.
Or Alan Tudyk.
Oh, God. Ooh, Ray. Good throw, man. That is a hell of a shout. Sorry, mild spoiler.
Classic for real. Still fucking with us. Velma from the TV show Velma on HBO Max. Well, I haven't seen Velma, but I know it's a shit show.
Yep. It's a shit show and a shit show.
It's a shit representation of Velma as well, so it's an F.
I just love it's a passion project by the lady, and everyone hated it. Like, pretty much universities, everyone hated it as a thing.
Yeah, I heard that.
And I've seen clips, and it's like awful. And obviously, you pick the bad stuff, right? Even Trek, you could put on like ridiculous clips. I get that, right? But I mean, it was pretty much universally panned.
And I love Velma. I love Scooby-Doo media. I've watched a lot of Scooby-Doo. Velma's pretty great.
I mean, but it's just like TOS, right? They're not all fully fleshed out characters, but they're all important parts of the ensemble. At least in the original version, right? Like they're all part of the same thing.
Plus, there's a lot of cosplay and shit with Velma that I kind of dig. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know what you're saying. What are you saying?
Oh, well, I'll show you some pictures when you come.
Okay. And just for clarity, Rotten Tomatoes, Velma season 1, it has and as we know, this is a glowing, Stuart, a brand spanking amazing 39% critic review.
Wow.
And that's the critics. Now more kind. Do you want to guess the audience review?
11%.
7%.
Ooh, 7-Eleven. I was close.
You were?
It's like 7-Eleven, the store.
Oh, I know, but.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, for critics to go 39, that's like you didn't quite succeed. I believe they had a season 2. Yeah, season 2 has not come out yet. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. An F for that, Velma. Other versions might be higher.
World classic, we don't know. Terrence, 1.
All right, moving on. Ray Ricks, 5 pounds. Echo, Dollhouse. If anyone watched it.
Have you seen Dollhouse?
I have not.
You should see Dollhouse.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've loved it. It's great.
Okay. Okay, talk to me.
So Dollhouse is the Joss Whedon show between Firefly and Avengers. As he does often, excellent concept, excellent actors, and it's the third show led by Elijah Dushku, which is a great concept, is a great show, is greatly acted, but doesn't pick up enough steam to be successful. I like her in True Calling. I like her in this. She's great, and now she's past those years where she can be the lead in that way, which is annoying. But I like them both a lot. Dollhouse is basically a sex club, but not really, where people sign up to be bodies you can put brains into. But they're like, I can't remember if they're bred to be. I think they would like erase their personality and put in like plain personalities, where they're basically children living in this like underground Eden compound, which is a very good set, really really good set. Like Atlantis, like a two story, all one big room, but like a good set. But actually, she ends up being used for like assassin missions. She's that classic thing where she is like 50 different characters over the course of the 2 seasons because they can download into her what they need. So maybe some people want to fall in love with a ski instructor, so she'll be given a ski instructor's brain, but then she has to act that. But then it gets a deeper level, and then she, as the actress, has to play the character she's given. But also this Echo character who then evolves throughout the 2 seasons because she's not able to be fully wiped each time, so she has to play several variants, and then sometimes they blend. It's really, really good on her. It's like Sam Beckett, but she actually is different characters.
Gotcha.
And the whole cast is really good, and she's very good in it. She's the lead.
And she's great in pretty much everything she does.
Yeah, she really is. But definitionally, the acting is going to be an A, but the Echo character is only a fragment, and then they had a problem where they got cancelled, but they wanted to film the end, so they liked a giant push to the forward. Like at the end of the first season, they did a future forward to tease season 2, and in season 2 they did the sequel to that, but they'd been cancelled, so they're like, well, we want to wrap up the story, and they jumped loads of sharks, like narratively, but they wanted to finish it, so it like jumps to the end of the narrative, which they knew, but like, so it's kind of whiplash the last episode, but at least you know what happens. But I would don't hate me, I'm gonna say a C, because the character of Echo is not very deep. That's kind of the point. Acting would be an A, but I'm going to say character is C, just because there's not... Once you get there. Yeah. I can't give it a B. There's too many good things in B. I'm sorry.
That's fair. We definitely
But the
know
acting's
about
an
it.
A, because really, really good performances. And Wes, there's a question for you, Stuart.
I know. Is London, Ontario a great place to visit? No. It's a boring shithole of a city. And it's also, at least it was, it's not anymore, I don't think, but it's the serial killer capital of the world. It was for a long time.
Yeah, it's weird you moved there. The ratings went up. Strange.
And when I moved here, they went down, actually.
You killed the serial killer who's.
I mean, I might be a vigilante. Nobody really knows what I do at night, and I am up till like 3, 4 in the morning sometimes. So, I'm just saying. Nah, there's nothing really good in London.
Oh.
When Sam comes to visit me in London, we're going to go to Toronto and Niagara Falls. We're going to go everywhere but London. So
I have been into the city though, and it was a city.
It is. It was supposed to be the capital city of Ontario. That's what it was originally built to be. And then, no, that's Toronto now. So,
anyway. I just love that you have, like, Westminster. You have really, like, we kept driving past really important London landmarks in England. I'm like,
okay. Yeah.
You keep stealing. Like, it's very central.
We got Piccadilly. We got an actual Thames River.
Yeah, that's what it was, Thames River. Yeah, you just kept stealing our stuff, and I got mildly annoyed by that because he kept passing by my stuff.
On the ours is. Imagine when you build like a model train layout, right? And you got to represent the city. Ours is the model train layout of London. Same street names, just nowhere near the size.
And no history of any kind. As in, like, age of building.
Yeah.
Because that was great. I remember we walked through and it's the history lesson you go through in London is phenomenal.
We even have a Piccadilly. We have all the shit. We have everything.
Yeah, we should do a walking tour of London. That was fun last time. For the little bit we had, that was fun.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Where are we? SVS Guru 2005 euros. Mr. Spock from Traumschiff. Surprise.
I hope you've seen this because you're.
I have not.
Oh, okay. He might be inspired though. Do you think?
Inspired by something? I don't know.
I think character.
Maybe.
By Tuvok from Star Trek Voyager.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh. Sure. It's funny looking.
I mean, they just nicked the fact they think it's not licensing to do the Delta and then just nick a tricorder, a communicator prop. Like, how is that not licensed?
Well, I know that's the Playmates communicator, you can tell. And the Delta, to be fair, is mirrored. It's backwards.
It's also like the TNG one with a penis inside.
Yes. That's the TOS Delta with the TNG oval with not a star. Yes.
Is it a porn parody? That's why I was some getting from this. It seemed to be...
Possibly?
Because I googled it and got the first picture. Oh, not the first, but the Cockship Enterprise, maybe? Entercock? I don't know.
Sure.
F? Now, do we F it or do we give it the D? It's a hard question.
With the D.
What's the hard answer? We're going to give it the D, okay.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna F it.
Okay. Okay. I mean, effing or D'ing, happy. This is our life.
This is our life and our live.
It's our life.
Mark Lawrence, $5. Lone Star, Spaceballs, Bill Pullman. George Lucas said he couldn't look like Luke or Han Solo. So what did Mel Brooks do? He dressed him as Indiana Jones. Hell yeah. Lone Star. The actual president from Independence Day now, ironically enough.
Yes. You've seen it, so give me the brief.
Yeah. Typical reluctant hero vibe. He's got the swagger, he's got the look, he's got the confidence, but he's also not quite sure of himself. And yeah, it's a good look. It is a good look, the Indiana Jones look. But Oh my god, I can't believe we're doing this. As far as like parodies go, I think honestly, I'd put him iconically at a B. Because the actor's great, and okay, we're watching Spaceballs when you come to visit.
Ah, there we
It's
go.
been decided.
There we go.
I'm going to make him watch Spaceballs.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a. Well, actually, no.
There's a lot of good people in B. I'm just saying.
There is.
A
I'm
lot
going to give
of
him a C.
Okay.
I'm going to give him a C. I don't think he's quite worthy of a B. As far as like parodies go, I mean, he definitely is up there though. But yeah. These are getting harder to like justify why they're going there. Like,
well, I think also the categories are getting broader in where we justify them.
Yeah.
You almost need like a C plus and a B minus. I know it gets complicated, but like there's a lot of variation in the theme here. Yeah. And Gordon Gonzola says the non-Spock, that is only the TV sketch show Spock, not the movie one. It is a very campy gay parody of Star Trek. Okay.
Kind of got that vibe, but I didn't want to say it, just with the way he was holding his communicator. But anyway, Ray Ricks, 5 pounds. The Operative, Serenity.
Great actor. First thing I ever saw him in. He had a long career of good stuff.
Can't say as I particularly remember the...
He's the villain. The villain.
I know.
Oh. Yeah.
I've seen Serenity once.
Okay.
That was a few years ago now. I don't...
He's kind of plain, but that's kind of the point. He in my head, he's the immovable force to the unstoppable object of the heroes. Extremely talented and the sort that is quietly, confidently gonna kill you, but also only if he has to, but also he might enjoy it, but only if he has to. Very good performance, but very one-dimensional in all the right ways.
Okay.
Kind of the point, right? Oh god, again, acting would be higher because I know what he's doing is really good. Character-wise, I can't go higher than a C, just because he's not very deep. Oh god, yeah, but maybe a D though, because he's also not that broad. But D is, you know what? Go D because Hermiad is more interesting than him, like cool character-wise. I load him because he's a puppet. This guy is a good plane, but yeah. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Yeah. That's a hard decision, there, Stuart. That's hard. And guys, there's 25 of you here. Just remember, we do AI stories, right? Where you can super chat to influence stories. Like every one of you is playing a character. And some of you know, like if you come on Friday to our Star Trek 6 one, you can throw in, if you really want to, some sci-fi characters or sci-fi themes. Like,
no, Friday we're doing a review of Prodigy, dude.
Oh. Okay. Yes, as well. Well, okay. Next AI story, I mean. Like, everyone that's here putting stuff in for these characters, like, be there for the AI stories and throw in, because the AI takes your suggestion and writes it in a both clever and stupid way, but you get some really interesting story beats from it. So you guys really want to have a talk about these, but invent Star Trek or throw in C-3PO or throw in, you know, like really guys, it's really worth doing. It's such fun. And it's only like built with you crazy people. Like if you could throw in Lister or Arnold Rimmer or the guy from Blade Runner. Introduce the guy from Blade Runner and have him do a soliloquy. Like it would write that and it'd try to be as good as possible, right? Just saying. Do join in those because they're really fun.
Let me get classic for real. $5. Henry Vanderspiegel from Resident Alien is already on the list. He was on from the other day. He's in B. Because Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk. We love the Tudyk. He's right there.
Yeah, right there. Top. All right.
That brings us up to present day. Goodness. Oh, and how's the poll doing? So we have 60 votes. Do you prefer military sci-fi, fantasy sci-fi, realistic grammar sci-fi, or ultra future sci-fi. Broad currently, with a very small winning curve. Military sci-fi, which I think is slightly more the majority overall, I would say, potentially. 33% of the vote. Realistic grounded sci-fi, 32%, so right on there. Ultra future, 22%, and fantasy sci-fi, 12%. Yeah. You can classic, sure. Let us know.
It's also interesting we don't have any superheroes on the list.
No, Supergirl was in the thumbnail, and no one. Yeah.
All right, SBS Guru, 2,005 euros. Space Cop from the eponymous Space Cop. So Rich Evans.
One Stuart knows.
I got to admit, I have not even seen Space Cop.
I've seen lots of other non-main Space Cop things, but yeah, I've not actually seen that thing itself. God, what is the best picture of him? Jesus, this is not easy. I do have it though, I believe, but I don't ever seen it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to watch it. I don't think it's on YouTube, is it?
No. And I mean, I wanted to buy the Blu-ray, but you know, Blu-rays you got to print tens of thousands to make it worth it. So they did a run and then didn't do a second one. Why are you laughing?
Rich Evans, what a guy. Red
Letter Media, officially on.
Just don't make him laugh. I can't stand his laugh.
Yes, imagine if I had a different laugh like that.
I'd kill you. I mean, what? I mean, it's got to be iconic. Everybody knows about it, I think, that watches Red Letter Media for sure. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, if this picture doesn't sell you on Space Cop, right? Then you can't be sold on Space Cop.
I'm totally sold on Space Cop. I need to see it. I just gotta find a way to watch it.
I feel like if we compared him to Jar Jar Binks, they would take it as a compliment. So put him right there next to Jar Jar at a D.
All right.
With all the rights and privileges that a Jar Jar comparison gets you.
Yeah, we'll put him down in D.
A respectable D.
For Dick the birthday boy.
Yeah. One of the best quick parts of a video they ever did.
Right. Ray Ricks, member for 28 months at the rank of Federation Council. Thank you so much, Ray.
Amazing.
Yes. With all the talk of Alan Tudyk, have you guys seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil? So good. I haven't even heard of it.
I've not seen it, but I know it exists, which is not very helpful in the situation. But no, I mean, yeah, it has occurred to me before just to like watch some actors like full IMDb, just like to see what they've done in their career. And Tudyk might be the one to do that for. But Classic Friel swapped his from the previously used character to Sonny from I, Robot, which is another Alan Tudyk cypher role I know about.
Oh, okay. Perfect, yeah. Because of the Alan Tudyk thing. Yes. This is a great movie, actually. I really enjoy it. I think that was when Will Smith was kind of like always picking winners and not slapping people around. And yeah, Sonny is sufficiently creepy.
Not in his public life, anyway.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Sonny is sufficiently creepy and yet relatable and kind of a figure you feel sorry for. So I'd forgotten it was Alan Tudyk, honestly. But
did you ever know? Like in a good way?
I did, yeah.
Because you can easily not know, right? Because he's so just effective in that role. You don't think, it's Alan Tudyk. Like, he just is.
Yeah. Poor thing's just trying to survive, and fantastic character. Yeah, okay. What do you think? Because I think I know where I want to place him, but
Yeah, no, he's really good. He's a. It was lovely to see for me Wash from Firefly in a Will Smith movie. You know what I mean? But I mean, he holds his own really well against Will Smith. It's a sort of flat performance, but it isn't because there's all the depth. It sounds odd, but behind the eyes, and that's a combination of the animation and the dialogue, and the gentle performance. But you can tell there's depth behind it. And like I say, a little bit creepy, but childlike, but not like he had.
There's also a real menace sometimes.
Yeah,
The way the lines are delivered.
yeah. I mean, like I say, it's a flat performance that you can take so much from. Weirdly, and definitely a good piece. I would say, performance-wise, my gut would be a medium B. Your thoughts? That's my gut.
I was thinking C for him.
Okay.
Which I'm just kind of comparing to the people that we got in there now. Hold on.
Because he's a really, like, he's a good character, well performed, that has a decent growth, and the acting's really really stellar.
Yeah, looking at people in C, I gotta put him at B.
Yeah. Again, contrast.
Yeah. Contrasty. All right.
And because Ray is a beautiful member, we'll look at his other Alan Tudyk non-sci-fi, and we'll give Tudyk another D. Because Tudyk has to get at least a D. There he is in the movie that was mentioned earlier.
Which was what? Oh, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Yeah, it looks like one I would like to watch.
Yeah,
but yeah, we'll put him
Tudyk
at
will
D
always
as
get
well.
at least a D. He's very delicious. And that doesn't do more conventions. Maybe in the US, but you know we have a
Double
big...
delicious.
Well, there's 3 of them, so thriple delicious. Because we have such a
No,
convention
there's only
culture in
2
the
Dick.
UK, and yet I don't know he's done any. Well, he's not for like 15 years. I think he did one a long time ago, but yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and next up we've got classic for real, $5. Fine, angry video game nerd, not replacing my last super instruction. Angry video game nerd is fantastic. Have you ever watched any of his stuff?
Yes, as like a side thing.
I haven't watched the movie, which I think
You made a movie?
Yeah, Angry Video Game Nerd, the movie. Yeah.
Okay.
For iconicness of YouTube celebrities, he's definitely up in the S tier. For sci-fi, though, I'm gonna have to put him at a D, man. Sorry. He's got enough punch, and people know who he is to not be an F. I'm gonna put it that way.
Because I know who he is. Hello. But I think I've seen one of his collaborations with Nostalgia Critic.
Mm-hmm. He's done a few with
And I
Nostalgia Critic.
think I think he did one with, I think I saw part of his episode with Macaulay Culkin. I think that's him.
Yep, talking about the Home Alone games.
So those are the 2 things I've seen him for.
Macaulay Culkin delivers a pizza in that one. Yeah.
But he looks like the most generic nerd man in the universe. That's why I remember him.
That's the point.
That's the point. Oh, I know.
I'm going to give him a D, though.
Okay, you're gonna give him the D. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give Angry
You
Video
should
Gamer
email him.
a D. Well, you guys should email him and tell him to do a collaboration with us. Okay. Thanks for Rex. £5. More Alan Tudyk. K2SO. Now, yes, K2SO is great. One of the best new additions to any new Star Wars, even though that is arguably one of the better Star Wars, if not the best new Star Wars film.
Apart from the first 40 minutes.
Well, yeah. But as far as characters go in that, he is fantastic. I love the sarcastic, dry wit this character has. Also sacrifices himself for them, which is kind of great.
And a joke sacrifice too.
Yeah. I love his interplay with Jyn Erso. The kind of it's the love to hate them, hate to love them kind of relationship. And a fantastic character design and model as well.
an effective simple.
Which
Like,
I
he's
have.
not detailed, but he's not
Yeah.
complicated.
Yeah.
Like, he's...
Uh,
yeah.
I have one or two of them, and the one I got from the Disney store is actually metal,
Ooh.
and the legs are so thin.
Oh.
He's a difficult character to stand up. I'm just saying.
Yes. Well, he kind of defies... you know, yeah, he's a robot. He actually feels like you can't make him, because obviously he was physically unmakeable. He was a CG character because he was so ill-proportioned. But Alan was on set doing every performance. I believe sometimes in stilts, if not always in stilts.
I think so, yeah.
I believe... I don't know if season 2 of Andor, but I know this robot design is in season 2 of Andor.
Yeah, it's been pretty much in every new Star Wars media in some form, kind of in the background. It's one of the Imperial work droids.
Yeah, it's no one special, right?
Yeah.
And it was great in the first season of Andor, where he's the guy that basically arrests him on the planet.
Yeah.
Like, and obviously he didn't know he's his friend yet, but we knew as an audience. That was fun. But yeah, for me, good character, a very dry wit, sort of more snipey than C-3PO, but very similar. You know, like almost like a C-3PO made today, because he was made today and has the same vibe, but like not like a more snipey. But yeah, you also feel for him as a loss, and that's an impressive thing for one movie only, with the knowledge that they're probably not going to make it out of there. Despite all that, you still feel. I guess he's the one that could live. I would say my gut, very high C, but not quite into B. That's my gut. What do you think?
Yeah, I was thinking C. But a high C, yeah.
And this is where acting is different. And maybe we should do best sci-fi actors. That'd be interesting. Because these are different qualifications. As an act, I think that as a role, he acts better than the character is good. Yeah. I wonder if I bet that'd be controversial. I bet we disagree. An actor's ranking, not in a mean way, just like I think we'd probably disagree on that more.
All right, and I'm going to call it classic. Your last one is the last one.
Okay.
This has been great, but
yeah.
Okay, so
you guys are helping our month exceptionally well, so thank you.
Classic for real, $5, probably Final Super, but specifically Lord Draconico. All right, SVS Guru, yours is the last one. The Martian Mars attacks aliens are the last one. I don't know who Lord Draconical is.
Well, I've got pictures up for everybody. I've been doing that in the background. It's the guy with the gun. I mean...
An F? Because it's not sci-fi?
He's a YouTuber, I'm guessing.
Oh, well.
I mean, I feel this is like super chatting for plugs, you know?
I mean, even there's another YouTuber or two in F there.
It's a familiar place. There might be some more coming, because I'm just doing what I'm told and putting people into boxes so that we can discuss them.
Well, Mars attack aliens are the last ones.
Okay.
Mars attack Martians. SPS Guru 2000, €5. Peter Isherwell from Don't Look Up.
Not got to him yet. I'm still going. There's so many.
But that was next on the list. How are you not doing them in order?
I thought I did. Do the next guy.
Classic for real, $5. Okay, fine. Specifically Captain Xavier, not Patrick Stewart Professor Guy or any X-Men Professor Guy.
Oh,
no, that's
this one? That's the minigun guy. So who's the guy? Who's the Steve Jobs happening? Guy? I'm just copying and pasting names, man. He's one of them. Don't know. But yeah, he's Captain Xavier. Another YouTuber. What are your thoughts?
That's
on Captain
another
Xavier?
F.
Oh, but don't you like beards, Stuart? Should you not give beards higher rankings?
I'm sure he's a really nice guy, and I'd probably enjoy watching his content, but it has nothing to do with sci-fi. Or maybe it does, but he's still... No, he's an F.
But does he get a point for a minigun? Do you like miniguns?
Yes.
Then maybe it should be D.
No.
Okay.
No. So have you found Peter Isherwell yet?
Oh no, there's the guy. Yeah, there's the Peter Isherwell is the Steve Jobs guy.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know.
F.
Well, there
It
we
doesn't
go.
sound sci-fi either.
Are they not? Oh, they're just monsters, not aliens.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I might have seen this.
Don't Look Up. Yeah, people liked it. It was big at the time.
Yeah, it's sci-fi, I guess. But still, it's an F.
Okay.
I have spoken, and I am the captain. What is next? Oh, yes. SPS Guru 2005 Euros. The Martians from Mars Attacks. Now, which one in particular?
I mean, I think the general species.
Oh, okay. Ack. They're pretty great, honestly. Right down to the 1950s bubble for a space helmet. Great look. Exposed brain, I guess. Not. They're very creepy looking.
Yeah, I really like this film. It knows exactly what it's trying to be, and its star power is insanity.
Oh, yes.
And because there's so many, they can throw them away and kill them as if it's nothing, and that's funny. But everyone takes it seriously, which is crazy. But again, that's part of the joy. I believe the twist at the end is just out of another film. It was just flat out copied, but that's okay. I believe I've heard that somewhere. But great aliens and full CG characters that they're so silly but so well done that I don't personally think, oh, they look like crap CG. I think they look like good, effective, stupid looking aliens in a good way. I'd say a B. I'd say they're very memorable.
Very respectable B. I don't have an argument with that.
Yeah. One of the more, like, of the greys, I would consider them one of the best greys. Broadly, the grey look, right?
Yeah.
Like, I would say they're one of the best versions of that, in my opinion, in sci-fi. Asgard, of course, better, but that's a whole different ballgame. They can talk.
Yes.
Gosh.
B it is.
All right. Wow.
Damn.
So you guys are amazing. Amazing. You guys have absolutely killed it. These do help us out tremendously. And this was a lot of fun. I feel like I learned a lot.
But we need one more thing from you guys.
Oh.
I need one more like. When I get to 50 likes, we have 49. One of you out there watching right now has not hit like yet. So.
Not a single new S.
You're right. Maybe we were judging too harshly this time.
I don't know. I wouldn't consider any of the...
All right, I could bump Amos up to an S. But I'm not going to.
I don't think any of the ones an A that moving forward. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Wow, that's really interesting. A lot of Fs. I think we doubled the amount of Fs. We definitely doubled the amount of Ds, although we obviously moved that as a spectrum.
Oh, we love double Ds, so.
I think B got the most new one. Way we moved D, but that's kind of interesting. This would be a hell of one to recategorize. And I feel like we almost need to do another chart of this where we make them A minus, C plus, and like break them down one more iteration. Because I feel like there's some pretty obvious, like, he's not quite as good as him, but better than him. I think B and B would, yeah.
Yeah, there could definitely be some delineation here. Like, I'm glad we moved the D's down to F's. Because that's a big, important metric, actually.
Because I think there's definitely we've found a like a lot of people in B and C who we like. They might be better characters, but they're less iconic. Like Raztak has a name from Starship Troopers. He's in so few scenes, but he's an A. But he's very good at what he does. But so is HK. So it's interesting when you start looking.
Rico is his name.
No, Rico's the lead character.
Oh, I thought that's who you were talking about.
But he's
no,
not.
you're talking about the teacher.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like he's only in like 6 scenes, and he, compared to male people. And yeah, it's interesting.
Classic for real says maybe you need people with more super chats, not pissing money away for joke characters.
I think it's exactly what we need. I think that.
Mark Lawrence, $5. The Monster, Boris Karloff, and Frankenstein. There's your new F.
Or we can put that in the next time.
That'll be horror. That's not even slightly science fiction. That's horror.
Oh, is he not the guy from... I thought you meant Borsk from Men in Black 3.
No.
But I've googled it and it's not. We'll add it to
No.
the pile of next time, because there is a pile of next time.
Well, that's horror, though. That's not even remotely sci-fi, Mark. I will fight you to the death when we see you in Vegas to prove my point.
And then take his Tesla.
Maybe.
I love that. Obviously, you can see our we had in the buffer. No one said Darth Vader. Still.
Yeah, there's quite a few in the buffer that nobody said, so it's quite interesting.
Yeah, Star Wars still mega unrepresented. There's no Luke. There's no any of the Sith. I mean, you know, not we're saying them now.
I guess okay, Mark. We'll give it S tier because it is the original sci-fi. You're absolutely right. Frankenstein is sci-fi when you look at the original. Yes. Movie-wise, it delineates into horror, though. So.
Yeah, because I guess it's conceptual, because he is made by science that is fi at the time.
Yep.
But
yep.
of course,
no,
now
you're right.
It's just electricity.
It is,
There's not much sci-fi there, but it was then.
It is the original science fiction. So yes, I will give you that one. Fine. There you go. That's the last one for today.
Well,
Lufta.
You beat the captain. The admiral can beat the captain sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I take orders from Federation Council, so.
Oh yeah. There you go. But yeah, that's fun. A lot of unknowns, but a lot of very good knowns.
And we hit 50 likes. Thank you.
Perfect. It's nice to kind of teach each other a little bit, you know, on HK and give you more information about Crichton and such, and Dollhouse. I think you'd enjoy Dollhouse. It's got a lot going for it.
It sounds like I would, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot here I do need to watch for sure.
And it's filled with Joss Whedon's favourite people, so it's another Where's Wally and Who's Who, and just, you know, his normal good writing, etc. What a journey, Stuart! What a journey.
What is savings? Also on there. Anyway.
So when should people join us again?
Friday. We're starting an hour early. Starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday to cover the episodes 6 through 10 of Prodigy. So join us for that, because Prodigy's been great so far.
Now, probably we'll mostly talk about episodes 9 and 10.
Yes, mostly.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
That is absolutely a lot to talk about in those two.
Yeah. So we will start that at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll see you then. So until then,
dearie
me,
Commander
Blackings.
So much. And he is the one, the only, the magic Captain Foley.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.